It is early. It is 6:18. I'm actually a few minutes leaving for work. But today for Vlogmas, I thought I'd do something a little bit different and film a little day in the life of an OR nurse. So I'm gonna head to work. I usually leave about 6:15 in the morning. I get up at like 5:55. Like sleep as long as I can because I usually do not sleep very well. But then I get up and I throw on some clothes, you know, normal quick routine in the morning, and then try to head out by 6:15. So I'm going to pick a podcast, which is usually what I do, something positive in the morning to kind of get my brain in a little bit of a wake up positive state, and then head into work. So come see what I do every day.
Hello.
This is my team today.
Oh.
We're setting up for a GYN case.
Yeah, show the table.
Yeah, I showed the table. We got ready.
Bed.
We're waiting for our
The
patient.
most expensive phone.
Yeah, the most
Anesthesia table.
expensive foam in the world.
This is the most advanced section.
Let's do a little equipment and supplies and instrument tour, shall we? So this is our supply room. If we need something, it goes on for days, but if we need something during the middle of a case, we come out here to find it. And I'm looking for saline. Saline. So this is the other half of our supply room. So we keep all of our supplies, all of our sterile, disposable things back here. And then, I mean, it goes and goes and goes. Just suture alone is like a whole nother beast. It says one side. And a whole nother side. So this is our instrument room. We hold all of the instruments for each specialty, and all of these do fancy little things. Let's see if I can grab it. And then we open the doors, and then we have all these rows and rows and rows, and everything's labeled, and sometimes we can find it and sometimes we can't, and then sometimes there's so many cases that we can't find any of the trays, so we just have to use different trays. Like this one is empty because it's the end of the day, so we've used a lot of this one as well. So these are all of our instruments. You guys can see how they're wrapped and sterilized. Like there's little markers on everything, so like the tape gets turned a certain color, that means that it's been through the sterilizer and it is good to go. So yeah, that's what the instruments look like. Okay, so this is the equipment room. So I wanted to show you guys this because most people are very interested in like what all goes on in the OR, where we keep everything. And this is our equipment room, and we store all of the monitors that we use for laparoscopic cases, all of the positioning devices, like if we're working on someone's shoulder or someone's back, as well as like extra normal equipment we use, like cauteries for bleeding vessels, or specific drills. There's quite a few different things in here, and I can't fully go into every single thing because that would take all day. But this kind of gives you an idea of like where we store all of our equipment and what it all looks like. And believe it or not, as a circulating nurse, we have to know how to use every single piece of equipment in here. So we learn it over time. We get new ones every day. Healthcare is always changing. So it's a learning curve and takes months and months. And we obviously have tons of training to get to that point, but this gives you a little bit of an idea of like the stuff we work with every day. This is what I consider the best little spot in the hospital. It's like a full window pane with a little seat that you can come and look out the window and get some sunlight. So it's about 1 o'clock, and we are on our 3rd case of the day. So we're moving right along for the day. The 2nd case was kind of big, so it took a little bit, but just finished lunch and just kind of chilling for the last 2 or 3 minutes, get some sunshine, because it is not very sunny back in the OR, that's for sure. So my scheduled cases have finished for the day. It is 4:53, and there are quite a few add-ons. December in the operating room is like super busy. So we have like a ton of patients coming in for surgeries that are elective and like meeting their deductibles by the end of the year. So it's a really popular month for everybody to get surgeries, elective ones of course, and then you have your normal like emergency ones or urgent situations that happen. But yeah, so it's been a busy day. We've had a lot of changes in our schedule and a lot of delays and add-ons and switched around things. So now at this point, we make sure that the room is clean, we make sure everything is cleaned up, we take back extra equipment, we make sure that we don't have another case that's on the books in our schedule for this particular room, and then we just clean up all the odds and ends. And then what I'll do is go check the board and go check in with our charge nurse to see if we have any more cases, or if I'm getting assigned to another room to relieve someone, or have an add-on case that's like an additional add-on case that has just popped up in the day, and then the surgeon has said, you know, this is emergent or this is urgent and it needs to be taken care of today. So sometimes that happens. So 2 more hours to go. It's been a long day and it's been busy and we are all pretty tired, but we just keep plugging along. So all right guys, I've taken my hat off, which means it is the end of my shift. So I am gonna go ahead and end this vlog here. I'm gonna change back into my normal clothes and going to turn in my scrubs and clock out. So hope you guys enjoyed this. It was a little bit different, and I will see you all tomorrow.